So just in the continuation of things that have happened, like yesterday when the tables and chairs didn't arrive, or the hot boxes, or this morning when the mayor wasn't there, and then the person who does the blessing wasn't there. Yesterday, it takes a whole day to put up this tent. It's a 40 by 140, and just after they got finished putting it up, a wind came and destroyed it. It was twisted metal, and so they had to bring down like 8 or 10 20 by 20s and recreate it this afternoon as you guys were arriving. So just in continuation of the way the weekend has gone, but the team pulled it together and ceremonies pulled it together and dining, and they recreated what they were going to do, and so you didn't even notice. So the first thing I'd like to do, how many of you have been here before? How many of you are glad to be back here? Okay. Sheldon Sugar, come on up. Sheldon is a vice president of Hawks Cay. He has been our host. And all by himself, since the hurricane, all alone, he rebuilt the entire resort.
Maybe part of that's true, not true. But, you know, the applause needs to go to all of you. It needs to go to all of you. You guys are just incredible at what you do. What an incredible organization and what an effort on your part. And so I definitely admire you, and it's just wonderful having all of you back. It's been a very long year. A very long year. And we're still getting our traction back. We're still trying to get there, but I hope the experience has been great. And please give feedback, because we know that we missed a couple things today, but we want to get it right. You know, and that's our desire. We certainly want to see all of you keep coming back. And I guess the wind was at your backs today too. So let's let that continue tomorrow. Great weather. But I don't want to stand in the way here and long this evening for you. But thank you very much for being here. Good luck to all of you.
Thank you, Shel. So we are happy to be back. And we didn't notice any of those things, because there were so many other things that we didn't notice, whatever you might have done. So I just have two things that are bothering me that you guys did today that were not good. One, too many of you had earbuds in, wireless earbuds. Tomorrow, if I see wireless earbuds, we're going to pull you over, and we're going to collect them. And we may or may not be able to tell whose they were, but it's for your safety and everyone around you. So I'm not trying to be mean, but you've got to be safe. And you can't hear someone passing because you've got earbuds in and you think it's okay. So just do that for me. The second thing, a lot of you had personal SAG vehicles. Some of your teams have personal SAG vehicles. Tomorrow, if we see any of those vehicles on the road, we'll not only expel them from the event, we will expel you from the event. It's for your safety. Them pulling into pit stops, not having gone through a safety training, puts everyone in jeopardy. I know the intention is good, but the outcome is bad. So I'm telling you, please tell your friends and family, anyone who's got a personal SAG vehicle, to go to Key West and wait for you at the high school or at the pier after. Because we want every one of you to get there safely. And everyone is working really hard all year to accomplish that. And I don't want 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 to ruin it for all of us. And also, we could lose our permits. Because we get pulled over by the police and they ask us why somebody's there and they don't have an official stamp on it. So those are my two things. Otherwise, I love you. So, so as you all know, this is year 15. Tomorrow we'll tell you how much you raised. I really need another 10% to get to what my numbers in my head. So, just if you could text somebody right now, and that would be awesome. There's several people that have been on all 15 rides. If you've been on all 15 rides, Cora, come on up. Leah, come on up. Connie, come on up. Mark, come on up. John, come on up. Annette, come on up. I'm staring right at her. And Seth, come on up. 15 out of 50. Where is John and Mark? John Rogotsky and Mark Bird. Come on down. Don't make me find you. There they are? There's Mark. Okay, so we're just missing John. Okay. So, we'll start with Annette. So we had made for you, and also because I know you lovely ladies love jewelry, we did, you're gonna have to know your audience. We got sterling silver dog tags that say 15 out of 15 on it. It has your name on it, and it has a SMARTride on the back of it. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful committed citizens can change the world, and this is the only thing that ever has. Awesome socks. That's yours. That's yours. That's yours. Okay. I've got one too, but that's okay. So, you guys stay here for a second. If this is your first ride, please stand up. That is amazing. Stay standing. Second time you've been on this event, join us by standing up as well. If this is your third time as a rider or crew, stand up. If this is your fourth time on SMARTride, stand up. If it's been 5 years, stand up. 6 years? One in the back. 7 years, because it's harder to tell. 8 years. 9 years. 10 years. And congratulations to all of you who've been on 10 of these rides. 11 years. 12 years. 13 years. 14 years. Everyone should be standing. So congratulations to all of you for making this a success. Now you can sit down. Get off my stage. Get off my stage. I brought my colorful book. Okay, so next up is Dr. Lee. Dr. Lee's been on 14 of the 15 rides. As she said this morning, she started in 1997 on her first ride, and she's been with us every year with one hiccup. And we are thrilled that she's here tonight, as she has been throughout. And so I am turning the mic over. Let me lower it.
I'm not going to get any taller. Hey, everybody. Wow, this is a great crew and riders. So many of you. I remember the first ride that we did with Glen, there was, 150 people? We only had to have one tent. The wind could have blown it away and nobody would have noticed. So anyway, it's wonderful to see you guys. Today was a little busy for medical, but fortunately we had no major incidences except for a broken hand and a broken humerus. If anyone knows, that is not a funny thing, whether it's humorous or not. We also had a couple guys kind of ran into each other. And I asked one of them, I said, okay, were you drafting? And he looked at me like, what the hell are you talking about? So I said, okay, so you weren't drafting, so tell me what happened. So remember, we don't want drafting. Fortunately, we saw really good, attentive riders this year. So most of you were very good about single file and the space between and all that stuff. But remember, like Glenn said, no earbuds. We want you to be able to hear us when Dr. and Puga and I drive by and yell at you, single file! want you guys to be very, very safe. Today was a beautiful day. Most people drank enough. A few did not. We've started a few IVs, but not too many, which is a fabulous... Pardon? You're welcome. We are still in the medical tent. We have done a lot of rock tape. Thank you, rock tape. They gave us cases and cases, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it when we're done with the ride, except for save it for next year. So anyway, and if you can support rock tape when you go to your favorite bike store or wherever you buy rock tape, I don't know. You can support rock tape. So anyway, we want to thank all of the medical crew. If you're still in here, would you stand up? Very dedicated to what they do, whether it's at the SMARTride or at their jobs. And we really appreciate, and I appreciate them, because I can say, go do this, and they do it and don't ask any questions. So that's a good thing. And Cora, my right-hand man, who's been here 15 years, she got the bling, I didn't. So she works her tail off for about 6 months to get everything ready for the medical, and I really appreciate you, Cora. So everyone, pat us on the back, not me, but pat us on the back. We appreciate you, everything you do, whether you're a rider, whether you're crew, whether you're picking up trash, or whether you're riding your asses off. We really appreciate what you do, and the agencies appreciate you even more, because they need your help, and you all are helping. And that's a wonderful thing. So remember, tomorrow is another day. Not quite as long as this one, but it is another day. So get up in the morning and remember that you're going to do the same thing you did this day, except wear earbuds.
No, don't wear earbuds.
No, except they're going to do everything they did today, except wear earbuds and what was the other thing? I already forgot. And have your SAG vehicles go to the high school and wait for you and party there. It's much better to have people that we know have been through the safety training, so that we don't have issues like bikes getting run over or something like that. They're too expensive. So anyway, thank you all very, very much. We appreciate you, and have a great ride tomorrow.
Thank you, Dr. Lee. I'm going to turn this over to Kirsty to finish things, but there's just every crew is amazing, but massage crew is still working. So if you'll give them a round of applause. And I wanted to thank Sidecar Catering, that's doing our dinner up since early this morning and did our ride out, and has been going all day and is now doing our music tonight, and will be producing tomorrow's closing ceremonies. And the dining crew, they're actually started last Monday feeding all of us that were on the production team leading up to the actual ride. And of course, motorcycle, they were on the road all day today, helping you get across traffic and everyone else. So if they start, I'll keep going, and that's not going to be good for anybody. And then where's John Rogotsky? Well, I'm not surprised you didn't walk away again. So we gave him a pin, but John's been with the ride as long as I have. He joined us probably 2 weeks before the very first ride, and we put him right in charge of production, and he's been with us while living in Chicago, while living in Pennsylvania, while living in Miami, not Miami, Fort Lauderdale. So my cohort in crime. Did you want the mic? I didn't think so. Okay, and you've got a crew meeting for the crew at 7:30. Now it's yours.
Hi everybody, feeling good? So the first first thing I want to say is you notice that there's a lot of top hats and tiaras around, and they're on the tables and they look pretty, but they're also for you to wear and for you to join us in our theme tonight. So feel free to wear one, take it home. We don't want them back. You can have them. Are you guys ready for some prizes, some awards? That's why you stayed after dinner, isn't it? So we're doing things a little bit differently this evening. So we're doing 3 awards this evening, 3 prizes. We have one for the rider who raised the most money. We've got one for the crew member who raised the most money. And then we figured, you know, there's everybody else who raises money and they work really hard and they volunteer their time, but they don't get into those drawings because maybe they didn't raise as much as everyone else. So we did 2 random drawings, one out of every crew member that was registered, and one out of every rider that was registered. Sound good? So these are the prizes we have available. There's 4 of them. And some of them most of them are all packages. We've got 2 JetBlue flight tickets to the location of your choice with a $500 Amazon gift card. We've got an overnight deluxe accommodation at Marriott's Harbor Beach and Resort Spa that includes a $200 food and beverage credit and a $200 spa credit, as well as a $200 Macy's gift card. We've got 2 VIP passes to the Winter Party Festival and a 2-night stay at the Clevelander on South Beach in Miami with a $300 Macy's gift card. I want that one. We have a Key West package at Sunset Key Cottages, and that includes breakfast at Latitudes for 2, 2 50-minute spa treatments for 2, so that's 4 total. Lunch on their beach or their poolside, private passes to their pool and beach, and 2 big beach bags filled with all types of goodies. As well as a gift certificate for 2 for Fury Water Adventures Island Day Trip Tour in Key West. So you get a nice weekend in Key West. So the first prize that we're going to do is for the winner who is the rider who raised the most funds this year. And that person had to work really hard because it was a lot of money. And they get the premier option of picking from all the prizes that we have. So that first prize winner is, drum roll, Marcio, Donald Dotzauer. Come on up, Donald.
So this is not my stage, but I have to acknowledge my team. So we're at 2x4 Island. We raised $170,000. We started April 15th, and we never took our foot off the pedal, and we did the incredible. And our team, 33 riders, 19 crew, we've raised $275,000 in 2 years for the SMARTride. And most importantly, we do it with equal conviction of all 7 agencies throughout Southern Florida. And we mean that, and we can't wait to host you in Key West. Ride safely, we love you, and I love my team.
Thank you, Donald. The second prize is going to the crew member that raised the most money for this SMARTride, and that winner is Andrea Weinzimmer. Where's Andrea? Here is she. So like I said, the last 2 prizes prizes they were a random name selection. I literally copy and pasted every single rider and put it into a random name selector, and every single crew and put it into a random name selector. It's very tedious. So that's not in my script because I didn't have time to type that up, so I wrote it down. So the crew member that was selected is Mark Magoo, number 2014. Mark Magoo, are you here? Does anybody know where Mark is? Let the man by, let the man by. And the rider that was selected is Lucas Garcia, rider number 564. Go and get some rest. We do have some quick announcements, some housekeeping. I'm not going to drill it into your head again about being safe and single file and no earbuds and no sag and all of that because you've heard it a few times already today. Dinner tonight is ending at 8 p.m. Dinner will be ending at 8, so please make sure you get plenty to eat before then. Warm-up tomorrow morning starts at 7:30, okay? And it will be right over there next to the massage tents. That'll be 7:30. Ride out tomorrow starts at 8 o'clock, and it's a little different this year because you only have half an hour to get on your bikes and get on the road. So it starts at 8 o'clock, and bike parking is closing at 8:30, so you must have your bike and be on the road by 8:30, okay? And if there's any reason that you won't be riding out tomorrow, please go to the medical villa so that they can arrange for transportation to get you down to Key West. We don't want you to get left behind. We don't want you to hurt yourself and push yourself if you can't get down there tomorrow. Massage being mentioned. Toby, Bahia, Mara, and Kitsy. Are you all here? You signed up for massage at 9 o'clock. They unfortunately are closing at now. They're closing at 9, so they won't be able to get you in at 9, okay? They can get you in tomorrow. She said tomorrow. Tomorrow, does everyone know where closing ceremonies is? No, I don't either. Tomorrow, closing ceremonies is usually always held at the White Street Pier, and unfortunately it's under construction this year. So we will not be having closing ceremonies there, but we do have another beautiful location, and it's still on a pier, and it's still on the water. It's at the Truman Waterfront Park Pier on East Quay. It's a brand new pier. They just built it in Key West, so it's brand new. It's a beautiful location, but please make sure you tell all your families and friends, do not go to White Street Pier. We will not be there. Go to the Truman Waterfront Park Pier, and that is in your program. If you need the address or the location, please refer to your program. The crew manager meeting takes place tonight at 7:30 right here in this tent. And finally, quiet time starts at 10 o'clock tonight, so please be respectful of others. I know most of you are very, very, very tired, so don't play any loud music. I'm not telling you to turn the lights off, you're not children, but just be quiet and keep your voices down. 9 o'clock, oh, I'm sorry. I'm cutting your loud time down by an hour. Quiet time starts at 9 o'clock. Starts at 9 o'clock, okay? We want to thank all of our sponsors, all of our volunteers. Tomorrow, guys, be safe. Please be safe. Get out between 8 and 8:30. Get on your bikes and get out by 8:30. We love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow at closing ceremonies.